Good morning. I'm still not quite brave enough to go live, so I thought I'd try this video, see how it goes. So, this morning's wake up, get it out to makeup. I've got some nice lip exfoliator. I always put it on first because it needs to dry before you can put your lip stain on, so I'm a bit impatient and I don't like to wait around for it. Lovely bit of primer, just gonna go on there. See, now if I was doing a live, there'd be pop-up-y things and then I'd have like really interesting things to say to you all, but I'm not doing a live, so I don't have anything interesting to say based on what's popping up on my screen. So you're just gonna have to put up with my gibbering nonsense and a real close-up of my face because I'm using my phone as the mirror. Shame. Okay, so primer's all over. Now, I do have the foundation, but I do prefer a bit of BB cream just for every day because it lets my skin breathe a bit. It looks a bit more natural, and you know, I'm a 35-year-old mum, so I don't really need to walk around the shops looking like I'm made up for a night out. So now you need to sell some really amazing brushes, and I do have one for my foundation, but I can't get on with it for my BB cream, so I broke the rules and just rub it on with my fingers because, well, because I'm old. And that's what happens when you get old. You become set in your ways and don't want all these newfangled sponges and brushes and crazy things when you could just use your fingers for free, really. That sounds a bit shady, doesn't it? Okay, so I literally just slap well, not loads, you hardly need any, but I like a little bit extra because I like to put it all over my eyelids, because I find that with the primer and the BB cream or the foundation on the eyelids, it helps the splurge stay better. There we go. Now, I'm very short-sighted, so I'm going to have to do the next bit in the mirror. So I've got my splurge, because it's the weekend and I'm not going to work. I've got this lovely extravagant, that's the colour. When I work, I have another one, which is a light pink, so it's a bit more discreet and a bit less like, ooh. So, I've got a lovely little brush here, specifically for the splurge. Oh, there you go, see? Splurge brush, lovely. So now you just paint it, literally, like painting it onto your eyelids, a little bit above, just to give it that eye pop look. I have just realised that I probably should have cleaned my mirror before I started. There's a cat coming. It might be a makeup video cat. So then, oh, a bit on the edge there. Just pop this on both eyes. Got distracted by the cat, messed it up a little bit, but it's fine. There we go. The splurge is actually really much better if you use the brush and not your fingers. It gives it like a really kind of, I don't know what the word is, like flat. I find that if I use my fingers, it's really gloopy and like bitty, and then it starts to like flake off and you're like, what is this? Whereas if you get a nice little brush, doesn't necessarily have to be the unique one, but shh, don't tell anybody I said that, and brush it on, it really doesn't, it stays like for the whole day. It's great, especially for work days or like shopping days. I'll be interested to see in the summer whether it stays on sweaty sunny days. that's a bit grim. Obviously, my favourite. I got the mascara. Today is probably going to be the day that I fuck up. Oh, that's where today. Today is probably going to be the day that I mess up the mascara. And then I'll have to decide whether to keep the video and put it on anyway, or whether to completely get rid of the video and then just pretend this whole thing never happened. So let's see. So you start off with the clear. You put the clear on one eye. Then you get the lovely fibres. I roll the fibres on my hand because otherwise they will kind of flake off, and the first time I did it I ended up with fibres actually stuck on my eyeball and was thinking, oh my goodness, what is this awful mascara that I've brought? And then I realised that if I had have just read the instructions that came in the box, I would have known that you can't do that. Now you need to leave that to dry before you seal it in. So then I'm going to move on to the other eye. Nice. Cover the eye up a little bit. I don't know why, but I always manage to get mascara on the top of my eyelid. Strange. Nice little bit of lashes there. Then we'll take it to the other side to seal it in. And again. Now, personally, I don't like bottom eyelashes. I'm just a weirdo, I know. So I just use the gel and put the gel on the bottom lashes just so that it looks like they're there. But I find that the thickness of the fibres on my bottom lashes gives me a bit of a less natural and a bit more like, way going out and partying, and I don't do that. I don't want to be one of those 30-somethings strolling around the shops dressed like they're looking like they're going out clubbing. So I just put that literally sort of on the bottom just to give the lashes like a bit of lash there, you see? I'm sure nobody wants to see my face that close up, but there we go. Now, the next stage is a little bit naughty because I actually still use my Rimmel brow pencil. Don't tell anybody that I do that. I have ordered, in my last lot of orders that I put in yesterday, thank you guys for your orders, the Unique gel for the eyebrows, because my pencil has almost run out. So I'm hoping that that's going to be very amazing and that I'll be able to tell you all about that. Just put that on there. I do have a few straight eyebrows, so I'm not going to give you a close-up of my eyebrows. Don't really need to anyway, because, you know, I don't get paid if you go out and buy Rimmel, so, you know. I have been told the Unique brows are better. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of eyebrows, but they do a lovely kit that looks really good on some of the other girls, with all the different highlighter brows and things like that on it. So, you know, if that appeals to you, it's worth having a look, asking me for some information about it. They do brow stencils as well, brow pencils, the liquid brow that I've ordered on this one. So it's worth bearing in mind, girls, if you're eyebrow people. I used to have a thing about eyebrows and I really hated them, and I had them plucked really small and waxed really small, and now they won't grow back. So I'm a bit funny about eyebrows. I only discovered eyebrow pencil like last year, you know. Anyway, so next I've got a beachfront, oh, there we go, a beachfront bronzer in Sunset. I quite like this because the BB cream gives you such an even finish that I like to put a little bit of this on. That makes me look a bit healthy. I'm not very healthy, as those that know me probably know. So, you know, it gives me like a nice glow, makes me feel happy. I still like to put it on. I know that some of the other girls use this for highlighting, and I'm going to have a look at some highlighters in my next order. But my husband would kill me if I ordered too much, all in one go. So I have to get it like tagged on to the end of all of my customer orders, so that when it comes, he doesn't know that any of it's for me. And lastly, I love this stuff, is the Stiff Upper Lip Stain in Speechless. Now, this is a bit weird for a lipstick. I was a bit like, what is this? Because it's literally, I don't know if you can see, it's literally like liquid. It's not like what you would expect from a lipstick. It's literally like a dyed water. But you put it on from the middle, going outwards. It's got this funky little pointy bit at the end, so that you can like go around the edges with it, so you don't have to, there's none of that blotting and all of those things you have to do with lipstick. There you go. And then you let that dry, and like, I'm not kidding you, like it stays for ages. Like, I went to Starbucks, a lot of you know that I love Starbucks. I had my whole large coffee, not one single bit of this came off around the cup. It was still on when I got to work. I'm not really sure the small people at work appreciated it, but it was the first day that I got it and I was determined to try it out. The small people are children. I'm not being like discriminative against midgets, they're children. So yeah, this is really good. Got a lot of compliments on it, so it's worth a try. I also still have a couple left in my sale, so it's worth having a look at that before all the new stuff comes out today too. So all of the stuff that I've got on the sale, which is including the splurges and the mascara and the lip stain, what's wrong with me? It's all still on sale today until 2 o'clock when they bring out all of the new things for April. So don't miss out. Thank you very much for listening to my ramblings and looking at my wake up to makeup. Have a great Saturday. I'm now shopping to Primark to buy Damien things to go to Spain with. How depressing. See you later.